Nutrition. All living organisms need energy to perform various activities. They obtain this energy from the food they eat. Energy is stored in the food materials as chemical energy. The energy required to carry out the life processes is obtained from food through nutrition and respiration. The process of taking food and its utilization by the body is called nutrition. Modes of nutrition. Green plants can produce their food themselves, whereas animals depend upon plants and other animals for their food. There are two types of nutrition: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition, the mode of nutrition in organisms that cannot make their food and depend on others for their food, is called heterotrophic nutrition. Heteros means others and troph means nourishment or holozoic nutrition. The organisms which cannot make their food and depend on others for their food are called heterotrophs. Organisms like animals, bacteria and fungi cannot prepare their own food. They are dependent, directly or indirectly, on green plants for their food. That is why they are often referred to as heterotrophs. According to the mode of nutrition, heterotrophic plants are of the following types. Let us learn more about them. Parasites. Plants or animals which live in or on other living organisms and derive their food from them are called parasites. The living organism from which a parasite derives its food is called the host. Parasites draw nutrition from the living tissues of plants and animals. They can cause various diseases. A parasitic plant may be either a stem parasite or a rot parasite, depending on whether it latches on to the stem or the root of the host plant. Parasites are of two types: total parasites, partial parasites. The plants which depend wholly on the host plant for their food are called totally parasitic plants. Plants such as Cuscuta, Amarbel, Apodanthus, certain bacteria and fungi are totally parasitic. The plants which make a part of their food themselves by photosynthesis but derive other components of food such as water, minerals, etc. from the host plant are called partial parasitic plants. The mode of nutrition in some plants, like Mistletoe, is partially parasitic. Saprophytes. The plants which live on dead and decaying matter and derive their food from it are called saprophytes. Saprophytes release enzymes to break down complex organic matter into simpler substances. Examples of saprophytic plants are fungi and bacteria. Saprophytes obtain nutrition in the following way. The saprophyte grows on the organic matter. The saprophyte secretes digestive juices. Digestive juices break down organic matter into simpler substances and convert it into a solution. The saprophyte absorbs the solution and obtains nutrition. Insectivores. Some green plants which grow in nitrogen-deficient soils have adopted to a very unique mode of nutrition to fulfill their nitrogen requirements. They have modified some of their body parts to trap and digest insects for nitrogen nutrition. Such plants are called insectivorous plants. For example, pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, bladderwort, etc. Symbionts. A relationship between two organisms where both the benefit is called symbiosis. Such organisms are called symbionts. The association they have is called symbiotic relationship. Lichen is an example of such an association between two organisms, alga, autotroph, and fungi saprophyte. The green alga prepares the food. The fungi absorbs water and mineral salts to supply to the alga.